Hello, good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Let's see if I fix my head good now. All right, everyone. Good night. How you doing? Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Yes, yes, yes. So you know something? Let me start off tonight by saying I apologize. I apologize. What am I apologizing for? The video that I put out with. So let me correct it, because if I make mistake, I'm not too big to act like me not make a mistake. Well, it's not too much of a mistake. It was misinformation. Because somebody sent me a clip and was telling me that I think they didn't understand, just like how I didn't understand. And a lot of people didn't understand when it says, thank you, Karen Brown. A lot of people didn't understand when they read it also, and it says the court granted leave to the Prime Minister to pursue his case. The way in which the headline stated it too. If you remember, we're not a lawyer, you know, we're a professional. Good evening, we're a professional. So if we make an error, fine. We apologize, right? The leave there doesn't mean leave from his work. Anyway, me I drink up my string bean and me sit them and strong up myself. Hi Morel, how you doing? Deran Daily, Deran, I forgot them. I forgot them. After go down. Good night, Pat. After go down. Yes, I was saying I'm making an apology for the wrong information about the leave. The leave in the legal field don't mean absent from your work. But I spoke with someone otherwise, and they were telling me there's more depth to it than only that. During the court proceedings, he may have to be hurt. Because even though sometimes you have lawyers representing you, it all depends. So it would also give him that leverage to be a part of the proceeding in so doing. No, I'm no legal person, as I said. My real thing is, good night, Winnie. My real thing is, when you want me to make no error, is when we give the Bible study. Yeah, so somebody now from the professional part of it send me something, and I want to just bring it to light. I'm not take down the video and it stay right there. Where it is now. Alright, so let me give you a little overview of this. Alright, so in the Supreme Court of Judicators, Winnie Goodnight, Morel King, Witch Brew. No, I said it last night, and I have said it time and time again when we don't talk about it. I said it. I said the court is going to grant him the judicial review. Didn't I say that? You know, sister, I made the prophet over here. What I say come to pass. I know that we're going to do it. I tell you something. Even though some persons, and I know all of us were wanting, let me say something to you. I think the judge did what was best today. We're not going to all agree here tonight, but I understand everybody's emotion. You see, if a man, if him go to the court, he want to prove in case, I think him should get the opportunity to prove in case. Because, let me tell you something. You see, same thing them when the IC did ask him for him never did want bring. When he go for the judicial review. And if the court of the judge or review it, see where the integrity commission is right. You think him gonna get and if you know, so if a rule otherwise the labor right, I'm gonna say a PNP judge. She should have rescued herself. But I don't see nothing wrong with it going for review. What is it? Why you don't? Why is the best thing that going on your OLS? Yeah, man. You want me to say the best thing? You understand when I say the best thing? Alright, let me say the best thing. Because you may not understand what I mean. He must seek judicial review. Yeah, man. He never get judicial review. Because no judge in their right moral sense can't see the evidence before them and rule otherwise. That's what I think, Rich Bro. And I think one of the things why I'm doing too is to take it to the court to avoid the whole heap of chatting. And I see this a week how they come out with one bag of whole heap of distraction. Marlene Malawford come out with. And listen, man, I study I show you now watch and study them like me. You be study them, you know. It can't be too wrong and be too strong. So I see because we didn't want the judge to just throw it out. You know, when it may really be thrown out. But hold on. To what I was sent, it's not all our requests for in get either. So I think a lot of we don't know that. So let me read this article, this thing for you that was sent to me. And everything, I almost name did ask for. They shut down almost everything except remember he is a dunce, you know. He is the verse of law. Who around him can't tell him no. This is going to make matter worse for him. I'm not telling you say the best thing he might do for himself, man. Not the best thing he might do for himself. So I see the little people, them all Vegas and the whole of them are talk about Andrew win today. But Andrew win today. I don't know if they're my friend winning. People will just say anything. I don't, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think the judge do anything wrong today. We now go agree upon the live tonight. I think it's the best thing. Make it go to the review and make him prove in point. And make the Integrity Commission prove them point. And at the end of the day, now me I go tell you again, because I know in my talk, me not go wrong, right? He will not win in the review. He will not win in the review. Carol Hewitt, good night. Patrick Woodstock. Me ever say nothing over here and me miss? Call and find out where she done. Because maybe she down there and can't get no taxi home. No, it depends. If you mean, I don't know if you, remember today I want something them did do down high school, you know. He muddy the water. And he's going to wallow in it. So, I don't, first, I know this was going, me's the only one never surprised. I know the exact thing I said was the exact thing that happened. I said the judge is going to grant him the review and it is going to go before the review. And the same thing then where the IC did ask him for within the review, they are going to see the error and they may all request it. I don't know if that's how it may go. I'm not a legal person. But if they can see what the Integrity Commission is saying, oh, am I going? Good night, Joanne Morris. Marianne Wilson, good night to you. So let me read. So let me give you some what is sent here. So in the Supreme Court of Judicators of Jamaica, Civil Division, claims number, some 00 sitting out there. Shirley Bogle, good night. Blessing to you. Between Andrew Holness, applicant, and the Imperium Investment Holding Limited, second applicant, and Positive Media Solution, third applicant, and Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited, fourth applicant, and Greg Beresford, first respondent, and Kevin Stevenson, second respondent, and Integrity Commission, third respondent. Sophia said, good night, Sophia. Beverly Gray, good night. Bob Hill, good night. Jennifer, I join with you in all fairness. Let the corrupt leader have his day in court, and only problem I have with it is the wheel of justice grind too slow in Jamaica. But that's what he want. Can look out for election, call now. Cause him go call this thing, him a call the election before any conclusion of this court matter. Remember me telling you, alright? And now I me pull up the crystal ball, right? And if I start the reader, because I don't miss. Lisa Wood, good night. Alright, so the correspondent. Alright, so Mr. Ransford Bram Casey, Mistress Georgia Gibson Henley Casey, Mr. Cian Anson, Miss Stephanie Williams, Mr. Lemar Neely, let me see if I pronounce the name right. Yeah, and Mr. Vash Eni, Edlam, instructed by Elam Gibson Ellen for the applicant. So those are all representing Mr. Allness. Cherise Neal, good night, and Minetta Thompson. Yeah, man, you can look out. The IC judge was saying trial by March, April. That's what going to happen. It going to put off when he go back. So him know the whole thing. And listen now. And Mr. Michael Hilton Casey, Mr. Kevin Powell, Mr. Sundiata Gibbs, I hope I pronounce it right, Sundiata Gibbs, and Miss Anne Wheatle, instructed by Hilton Powell for the respondent. So these are the lawyers for the respondent with the Integrity Commission. The cases were heard November 7th and 8th, 24 and December 6th, 24. Leave for judicial review, whether threshold tests for the leave met, whether special report of the Integrity Commission amendable to judicial review, whether order of mandatus, I remember telling you now, I know some of them words what they mean, so I have to go look for them, because you hear me saying pure dunce liar and the Dan Clark, good night, how you doing? Me know me sick in my bed, way in Canada, me tired. Oh my God, Dan. Do you think the country have any money to fix the road? I was just looking at one set and see how much billion them people borrow me. Hear the lyric, them talk about, oh, then they own up me say, Nigel, let the pay off a bill and all that. Jamaica, oh, them borrow how much billion last year, how much billion this year. And I listen to them and they hear me, I tell you. All right. The cookie, I crumble. Any owner want to look on it and look good. All right. So in chamber, Coram Jarrett J. Instruction. The primary question before the court is whether the applicant should be granted leave to bring a judicial review claims against the respondent to challenge the following report. 1. Investigation report into the statutory declaration submitted. Illness. Prime Minister for the year. So the years that is before the court now trying to overturn is 2019 to 22 in respect of concern that he owned asset disproportionate to his lawful earning and that he made false statement in his statutory declaration by way of omissions contrary to the law dated August 30, 24 and the addendum dated September 9, 2024. I know, I say who else me miss out. Time comes and Michael Hilton is the best. Yes? What a worthless PM. This never happened in Jamaica. PM in court. Never that. Two of them in a court one day. Me soon come to the other one, but make that stay first. Let me deal with him first. B, Section B, special report submitted by the Integrity Commission under Section 36(3) of the Integrity Commission Act in the matter of an investigation report of an investigation conducted into the statutory declaration submitted by Allness. Prime Minister for the year Prime Minister for the year 19 to 22, in respect of concern that he owned assets disproportionate to his lawful earning and that he made false statement in his statutory declaration by way of omission contrary to the law. The applicant seek leave or order of the certiorari to quash the affordable report. So he took it, he want them was to quash it, So I hear people are talk about those who are looking into it still not understand. So the IC still come out winning vice versa in it too. Because he was seeking for it to be quashed and done with. But here the judicial review remedy for what the applicant seek leave or order of to quash the aforementioned report, order of a mandamus compelling the first respondent to examine the 22 to 23 statutory declaration of the first applicant as provided by Section 32 and 42 of the Integrity Commission Act, to comply with Section 32 and 42 of the Integrity Commission in relation to its first applicant statutory declaration for 21 and 22, and compelling the second the respondent to recommend to the third respondent and that the first applicant be exonerate in relation to his 21-22 statutory declaration in such manner as the third respondent deem it fit. Nigel said, today depressed me. Not depressed me. I know that it was coming. Sonia Barks is saying, Auntie, me did think it done with good night, teacher and everyone. No, man, remember me tell you how it was going to go today. You don't listen to me, If you follow the leader, Beverly, my mind tell me that Andrew go to Grenada to borrow some money. Beverly Gray, let me drink some more of my cucumber juice and my Hi, Pastor Ricky. How are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for joining in. Good night, mighty God, and everyone who is locked to your life. Happy Friday. Good afternoon. Yeah, Pastor Ricky, you have my number. You can call in, and if I know you could have made it on tonight, I would have put you on. I don't know to invite this because I just don't understand. Giving thanks. But the number to call the WhatsApp is, come on, one of the moderator, please put the number in so that Pastor Ricky can join the conversation and give an input on what you think. We're discussing what took place today in the court in regards to the Prime Minister of Jamaica seeking for them was to quash it, but it also, that's a win. That's everybody bypassing that. He take it to court for it to be struck down, and it was not struck down. And the judge grant say, yes, all right, take it to the judicial review. I know that was going to be the answer. I said it up to last night, and here we are discussing it tonight. So wisdom speaks. Vian, good night, and all. Me hear the outside today, me sick. Oh my God, you sick? The people not understanding the ruling, Auntie. The case is far from over. But I see somebody liberate them. I say, let me tell you when somebody liberate them. I say, Oh my goodness. All right, so let me get back to it. Time coming saying the people not understanding the ruling auntie. The case is far from over. I don't think they understand that time come. They definitely don't. Can someone on the line? Oh come on, our moderators are parties there. Um all right, let me use my other device and put it on. So get ready to call in when you hear me say call. All right, so Pat put the number there. Pastor Ricky, just look at what Pat put there. It's a WhatsApp number only for the channel. So when I'm ready for calling, but let me just finish read this for you. Right, where did I reach? I reached a part that says the quash you wanted the court was to quash everything what the Integrity Commission. But the court did not do that. So I don't hear the labor right them talk about that part of it. That the court did not quash it. So now that is going to go for review. You think them are going to just look on it? They're going to take everything bit by bit and look at it. Him not going to get away. Him not going to get away. What him get from this is getting more time to do what he want to do. So honestly, the Prime Minister has not been certified from 2019. From what I'm reading here, because what is before the court is from 2019 to 22 and 23. Let me read this part again. The judicial review remedies for which the applicant seek leave or order of to quash the aforementioned report order of compelling the first respondent to examine 22 and 23 statutory declaration. So 2019, him not certified. 20, him not certified. 21, him not certified. 22, him not certified. And him not certified for 23. So we have a Prime Minister before us leading the country. Yes, Pastor, thank you. Leading the country, not been certified for more than 4 years. We were saying it was 3 previously. But no, looking at this before us, this is a disgrace, you know. Me not say what kind of win, Mrs. Samana talk about, oh God bless no man, no curse, and them I got tired for see your face and all kind of nonsense. Let me tell you something, people. It seems like to liberate them to understand that I am embarrassed and I'm not a laborite. I am embarrassed, I am not a laborite and will never be. Pastor Ricky, they don't understand. So if you got the number now, Pastor Ricky, I'm going to ask you to call in and shed a little light on it and let me hear, and let the people hear what you have to say on it. Let me know if you have the number. All right, go ahead now. Not straight to the Pastor Ricky, it's a WhatsApp number only here. I will finish. This is a long piece of something for read out tonight. In intervals, I will read out. Let me read till I get the call. Lana Roberts, good night. How are you, sweetheart? Peace and blessing to you. Hello, good night, Pastor Ricky.
Hey, good night, Auntie Jen, mighty woman of God. Praise the Lord. Happy Friday to you, your family, your listeners, and your followers, and everybody in Jesus' name. How are you doing?
I am doing great. How are you?
I promised you I was going to come on this week, but you probably didn't remember.
I didn't remember. I did. You know
Thanksgiving last week, holiday.
Pastor, you know that when the age coming up and your memory then start get lost sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, you know, the Prime Minister, who's a criminal, I don't know who his legal advisors are, but in his haste to try to clear his name and to show that he's right and the Integrity Commission is wrong, I think the worst thing he could do is put it in the judiciary. So he filed a judicial review, and them not to grant him a review. I just wanted them to throw it out so he can resign with effect, immediately. But the fact that they decide to say, okay, fine, let's review his claim and why he wants to strike down Section 14, subsection 5 of the Corruption Act, and also the 60 different claims that he said that the Integrity Commission violate his constitutional rights with. So in order to take the Integrity Commission to court, he has to prove these three things: one, negligence; two, malice; and three, unreasonable force.
Mm-hmm.
So negligence and unreasonable force is very hard to prove. So the only grounds that he possible could do it is on malice. But Justice Seymour Panton, when they went to the parliament, if you recall, he said he threw some water on that and said, I don't have any reason to malice the prime minister. He praises the work we do every year at the anti-corruption day that we have in December 9th. Actually, December 9th, Monday coming, is the anti-corruption day that the Prime Minister every year write that the Integrity Commission is doing a wonderful job and he's proud of the work they're doing. So the fact that he's now on the investigation and they were able to identify some of these financial crimes in the IC report that reveals that he's involved in money laundering, racketeering, tax evasion, embezzlement, conspiracy to commit fraud with the Bermuda bank loan of $50 million with no collateral, abuse of power. So many charges he would have got if he was in a first world country.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he did not cooperate with the Integrity Commission, so they had to hire also an outside international forensic auditor to go through some deep diving research. And one of the things the Integrity Commission did not do, they did not include, and I said this on Dre Bryan and Howard Live a few months ago, I think it was back in July when they tabled the report, they did not include the international auditor findings. So they withhold all of that from the 171-page document of indictment.
Pastor Ricky, but my understanding of why it wasn't a part was that the Integrity Commission was saying the overseas body wanted more requested document that he would not comply with, and in so doing, it was inconclusive.
Right, and so they send, but they still have information that they have not included in this report. So they send over to the memorandum of understanding that they have with FID, the Financial Investigational Division.
Yeah.
And FID is a conglomerate of other international investigational bodies, like they're under the same umbrella as Edmondson. And Edmondson, even the U.S. and some other first world countries are part of that. FID is a part of that group of financial investigators. And they also sent it over to the tax administration of Jamaica to do further investigation, deep diving. So the Prime Minister, Integrity Commission, he cannot explain his massive, huge of wealth. He had offshore company ADMAT in St. Lucia that he established in both his sons' name, Adam and Matthew. That's why he called it ADMAT in 2008, that he used to buy full property with. Dirty money coming from Paul Cheng Young and associate. That was the Ponzi scheme before that failed, and then they converted into SSL. And so a lot of dirty money has been poured into the Prime Minister's offshore company and offshore bank accounts. We only know about the 28 onshore bank account in this investigational report from the IC, but he's withhold so much information from them.
Yes.
So that's why they also sent it over to FID and the Jamaica Tax Administration to do some more deep dive search. So my thing is why I'm saying he made a huge mistake by taking it into that the information he was holding from the Integrity Commission Now the judge can summon him to turn over whatever information they need to figure out if the Integrity Commission violated his constitutional rights.
Oh.
Right. So he put himself in a big danger, so to speak, because the Integrity Commission could not get what they want from him to prove is because on the investigation on the Integrity Commission statutory declaration form, it asks the declarants to list their assets, income, and liability. It also asks them to list their spouses' income, assets, and liability. If you have properties, if you have bank accounts onshore in Jamaica or offshore outside of Jamaica. And it also asks for information about your children. And remember, he had his son's ADMAT as with all of these things, and he has withhold some from the integrity code. So now the judge can ask him to turn over that which he's hiding. And so the Integrity Commission is going to come out as a winner. So this is not over yet. This is just the beginning of his problems, his grief, his sorrows. Because once the judge, I think they meet again on January 7th, and I think they're gonna be in the courtroom. I just pray that they will televise it to make it public on the television so we can watch it all over the world. You know,
they're not gonna do it. I'm going to chamber.
I know. They're gonna go in the chamber because he's hiding so much. He's not transparent. He doesn't want stuff to come out so everybody can learn of his corrupt criminal activities. And so he's in a big mess right now because the Congress parliament they write the laws, they and pass the laws, and the court's one of their responsibility the court is to interpret the law. So they wrote the law in 2017 and passed it. And so the Integrity Commission was actually enacted for 2018. And so they gave him a 2018, 2019, and investigation. They just, at good faith said, okay, because they just started out as a new body and they didn't have enough staffing and manpower. So the real investigation started with his 2021 statute declaration. So, we wish they can go back and uncertified 2018, 2019, and 2020 because they should not have been certified.
But what I'm reading is saying from 2019 in the
right.
Yeah. So
well, the investigational report is saying 2021, 2022, and 2023. And then in 3 more months, at the end of March, both the Prime Minister and Comrade Leader Mark Golden are supposed to submit their 2024 at the end of March 2025 next year. So if this thing drag out, then he will have 4 years of uncertified declarations, and he's not qualified to be the Prime Minister if he can't get a statutory declaration. That automatically disqualify him from being the Prime Minister. That means he's not in good faith with the integrity body that investigate anti-corruption, which is a huge deal. So he put himself in a firing squad. He put himself in the fire like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
I don't know what happened. It just muted like that. It just gone. Sometimes these.
I'm sorry, it's my chin. My phone is like that sometimes. I'm sorry. Let me hold it this way. I don't know what the last thing you heard me said. I said he would be like Daniel in the lion's den right now, and Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego in the fiery furnace. He's in trouble. He cannot prove his wealth. And the only way he can come out victorious, he's going to have to turn over information to the courts that he didn't want to turn over to the Integrity Commission. And then the judge, Jamaica is a country of laws. And so they govern by the rule of law, and the Constitution is the supreme law of the land that guide the court's decision. And so I don't see any judge right now he's going to go before, or his lawyers, I should say, his counsel, that's going to have them overturn the Integrity Commission Act, because he praises the Integrity Commission every year. December 9th
Right.
is the anti-corruption day, and Justice Seymour Panton mentioned that too in the Parliament, that every year he praises them and said they're doing a wonderful job, and all of that is on the website of the Integrity Commission. So he's in a lot of trouble, and the labor rights them are rejoiced, but they don't listen, man. I don't even like to follow and listen to what they say, because these people, they depend on their bloggers to get information from the government to explain it to them, and then they depend on nationwide news to lie and spread propaganda. So the truth is that they don't even know what this is all about. They're rejoicing, but it's not who laughed first, it's who have the last laugh. Amen.
Yeah. Yeah, well said, Pastor Ricky. Thank you so much for your
Yeah,
input.
man. Blessing, and thank you for, yeah, man. I'm going out the chat and going cool. Blessings.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Have
welcome.
a blessed night.
You
All right.
too. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't think it can be put any clearer for understanding. I have another caller. Let me see if I'm ready for me now. Let me see where I'm is now. Let me see if I'm ready to give another clarity on it. In not picking up, so alright, I told him, but alright, him not picking up. If he can call back, fine. I told him I was going to call him, but he's not picking up his phone. So alright, so let me get back to the article. Let me greet some of you. Sonia Barracks. Let's what the PM is going to say on Monday the 9th. Let's me tell you the trick of the JLP government. Well, I tell you now. You see him come out yesterday and say I sign billion dollar road work. Last year this time, they said they were going to start out with Spark. Till the year so them are going to have reach. Till the year how much billion allocated. So another thing I want you all to understand. That's the labor right them are run around and talk about, oh, look how the government are going to fix up road and they never have to borrow the money. Jamaica owe money. Listen, they borrow last year, they borrow billions of dollars, they been borrowing money. Jamaica owe that. What is going to happen to the country, because I think they're trying to send it to wreck, because they see that they're on the losing side. And I don't know how Marky G are going to angle it when him get in there, but me tell you, man, them not nice. They hear say him add how much more for the road patching and all kind of nonsense are going. Let me tell you something. Some of the road them never going to get fixed. What them are going to do, like in the town, them and some of them are going to patch them up and patch them up. And then in a 9-day talk and you don't hear nothing again. The only reason make them run out of through the video circulate with the tourists them in the bus and say, fix those road. That is the reason why. We say no how to get in the people head. He might dig his own pit so the nation lying news station. All you talk about that. All know they no leak to no station yet the 2 letter send to parliament for yet. Nobody leak it yet. Nationwide no leak it yet. It look like Mr. Panton put a stop leak on it, man. When he go in a parliament and talk, say it a leak, it look like it plug up. Anyway, we get back to the paperwork when I read. December 9th is celebrated every year as the Anti-Corruption Day. Yes. So we look forward to see what he's going to say Monday. If not going to say nothing. If I go use Dora will come out and say something. Chambers' word will come to pass. Well, I didn't know what him said anyway, but let me see if I can get back a grip to where I was. So this is what I was saying, right? No, I don't want to go back all the way up by the top. I want to go back here. Boy, what heap of pages this, you know, I can't go through all of this tonight, man. I don't go to my bed tonight. But I want to get back to uh alright. This section 3 me was right. So the first applicant, Andrew Holness, is the Prime Minister. So the second applicant is Imperium Investment Holding Limited. It is a limited liability company registered in Jamaica, of which the Prime Minister is the sole director and shareholder. The third applicant, Positive Media Solution Limited, is also a limited liability company of which the PM is one of two shareholders. And the fourth applicant, Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited, is a company limited by guarantee incorporated by the Prime Minister and the respondent side, the first respondent commission. The IC is the third respondent, and the second respondent, Kevin Stevenson, is the director of investigation. I am aware that given the issue raised in the impugnement report, the remedies sought in this application and the parties involved, this matter has attracted tremendous public interest and attention. In this judgment, therefore, I believe it is important to the first examine judicial review and to explain what this very noise but extremely important public law proceedings is and what it is not. Let's see. Yeah, let's hear. He always says something good about the IC. You only know it not good. So the law, listen what the law says now. Simple but judicial review is the process by which the Supreme Court exercise its supervisory jurisdiction over the decision of public bodies, inferior tribunals, and public office. In exercising its you know, me don't call the word if me I get twisted. However, the court is not concerned about the merit of the decision or whether it is correct, but whether it is legal, the decision-making process fair in performing its role. The court cannot usurp decision-making power granted to the public body, tribunal, or officers by Parliament through legislation. Put another way, it is not for the court to make the decision which the public body, tribunal, or officer alone is empowered to make within the parameters of the legislation from which a power or a discretion is given. It will be immediately clear, therefore, that judicial review is not an appeal from the decision of a public body, tribunal, or officer. Let us, before me I'll just read and don't allow you to understand what the court is saying here in this thing, you know, is that the court is not the one to just make a decision to say, well, all right, this is it or this is not it. So I hope all of you that were saying you were looking for it to be different. What it is saying, and they explain it quite clear. My instinct was telling me that this would be what would happen today, and so be it, that's what happened today. I know that's what they're going to do. You know why? I think it's the fairest way to do it. Because if they had just listened to one side, you would hear that it's partiality. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Let him go and try to prove himself. So I hope by reading it, you're understanding it a little better why the court made the decision. Type in the comment and let me see if you understand. I don't want to continue read without you having an understanding of what I'm reading. Do you understand what I just read? Type in the comments for me, please. Do you all remember that took place on the supervision board of the Supreme Court? Alright, Pastor Ricky understand what I'm saying. Anybody else? You want me to read that part over so you get a better understanding? Alright, Leroy Samuel understand also. I think some of you here don't understand. Ivan says yes. Alright, I see you now. Alright, you understand. So that's what the court is saying. He's asking for a review. So if he's asking for a review, I think that what the court did was right. Because I don't know how I'm going to get himself out of it. Alright. A basic but accurate distinction has been set out in the Caribbean Civil Code Practice 2011, and that's a whole heap of pages for me to read. What I can do, you see, I tell you that I want to set up my studio that I can have my pull them up on my monitor, but I soon get it up and running. So that is it for the Prime Minister. Now, we see also that Dalrimple was in court to, well, our court should be, but I have a real issue with this situation. I have issue, a big one, with the situation about Dalrimple. That her court case was put off until, I wish date again, sometime next week Friday. Today is what, 17, 7, 6, 7, 6, 13. So it would be next week Friday. Now, our case is put off, and what we are getting for the case to put off is because of bomb threat. So why is it and your case go forward? I want to explain. I don't know if there's something going on here, sir. I don't know if you look at it from a depth. I don't know if you're looking at it from a depth. Look at this. One case was dealt with, but another case wasn't dealt with by saying because of the bomb threat yesterday. But someone that was on the live last night spoke about it was a setup with these bomb threat that tomorrow here's a court I got put off because of bomb threat. Well, you were so right. Good night, Simone. How are you? All right, you see that we are doing well over here. We're apart from, we may make a simple error, but we don't really hear much on this channel. I want to see what the court is going to say about Dalrimple, you know. Because this woman says she honestly forget to put a big car. It's not a button, it's not a pin, it's not a something where you could have see. She forget for almost 6 years to put, you know, I blame the IC too. They allow them people to forget for too long. Thank you, fun only. Yeah, the phone lines are open. Anyone want to call in and put your input, you can do that. Remember to thumbs up the live. Come, we need to take it up to 100 at least. How could they put off the court? I show you that the government is so, I don't know how to describe them. I don't know how to describe it. They're not ashamed. And they just barefaced. Ah, Patrick, you said it right. She never forget to file for the money. For the allowance and the care upkeeping or whatever it may be. She never forget that. But she forget to put it on it. As simple as something like that. She lie, man. She lie. I'm opening the phone lines again. Go ahead and call in and tell me. How much Siaga forget? How much million again? I don't remember how much million. No man, this I get from bad to worse. The country man, the country gone. Lie shall tell. If they lie, they lie. Let me pull up this Hello, good night.
Auntie Jane.
Yes, ma'am, good night.
Hello.
Are you hearing me? Good night.
Yes, a little bit choppy, but I'm hearing you.
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Good night, Auntie Jane. Good night to all your listeners and viewers.
Yes.
My take on this and all of what is happening with the PM. You know, as I said earlier, he has muddied the water and he's going to wallow in it, and it's going to be a very, very long time. I believe, and that is my personal take on this, I think this thing is going to have this thing hanging over his head for a very long time.
Yeah.
Now today when I saw the headline, just as you have had interpreted it about that leave, that is the same thing I was thinking along the same line.
Yeah.
However, you know, we are not legal persons, so we would not have known that they are different. Meaning to different
meaning to it,
words.
Because I know words are ambiguous, and I didn't know that within the legal fraternity it was that. But the way how it was stated on the headline, you would have thought it that way. So that's why I came back and I apologized at the beginning. For it.
Yes. Because what I said earlier when I saw it, I was saying that okay. So it means, therefore, that they are giving him the opportunity to either call the election or demit office gracefully instead of, you know, being forced out by persons. So, you know, with all of what is happening, I really like how you're really putting it out for persons to understand that this is not a one-day thing and this will not be a one-case thing. No. As I said, it's going to be a very long haul. He's going to have it for a long time. But as I said before, he muddied his water and he's going to wallow in it. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good as a Jamaican. You know, as for us as Jamaican, it's not looking good on the party and the government on a whole. It's just not looking good. It's not a nice look, because from the get-go, I don't believe that a PM should be dragged into court about illicit enrichment or assets that cannot be verified. It should not have happened. But hey, this is what it is. So I believe, and I really want to applaud the court for their decision that they have taken.
Yeah.
Give him a chance to have his day, to do what he has to do. But I can say to him that it's not going to be a walkover.
Him know
it
that
is going
he
to
know
be
that
a very long haul.
I believe he know that he do it for by time.
And
I think him know.
He better prepare himself, because one of the things that I took away from Mr. Panton's argument in the parliament was that every information that was in that report, they were facts.
Yeah, they said that.
He have evidence that that can be proven, and that is what I am holding on to. That this thing is not, well, as I said, he knew well that it's not a walkover, and I want his followers to understand that this will not be a walkover. So they better prepare themselves for it, and do what he has to do. Understand? Mm-hmm. That is my take on it, Auntie Jen.
I think what you said is well worded. It's perfect. I believe exactly what you're saying. So I appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Your input are welcome here tonight. The phone lines are open. The phone line, not the phone lines, because it's only one line. The phone line is open and you can go ahead and call. Now remember, if when you call, just your wordings, please. I'm going to try to correct the channel so you understand. You cannot use hate speech, like, you know, just calm down. All right? I know that we get anybody upset, right? All what is going on, we don't like it. We don't like it. It is embarrassing and we don't like it. As Jamaican, we don't. And especially for those of us who travel out of Jamaica and see how other country run. You know, when we see them take the road and they take it turn in politics, it grieves me. It grieves me to see that Jamaica people don't even understand so the government responsibilities for us to have good road. Whether a GLP or a PNP in power. More than you come out now, I can't hear about, oh, the prosperity and the spark and the this and the that. The road them should be sparking all the time. The road need to be maintained. Boy, someday if you dodge these potholes, you know how much pothole me have to skip over. You know how much pothole a little car dropping and shake up your body. Come on. We Jamaican people, you're second for nothing. I believe we want to have a program where we allow everybody to have a visa, or not have a visa, but have a passport, and take them to some other places out of Jamaica, make them see the world on another level, man. On a second for nothing, when you see a politician come on platform and come and talk about Trump, I saw that see the man talk the thing, it hurt me, something. Because I said, who could have offered me $5,000 on a plate of food? Me? Not even when it was my worst days. Not even when it was my worst days back then when I used to go through my struggling. Because you know something, I'm poor and bossy, you know. Paying me $5,000? Out of mercy. You must be joking. You must be really joking. That means to say, some of you people, if you have ever been privileged like I do, and I'm not here to talk anything to make myself look any good. You understand what I'm saying? But I have seen offer come my way that I could have accepted it. And I did not. I don't know what the end result would be, but I... Because if you go just grab $5,000 on a plate of food, you never go sell on a body too. Anybody we can go vote for $5,000 on a plate of food or a drink of rum, you know we sell on a body. It mean you're not too cheap, man. We said, Jennifer, some just want a belly food. But said, not with this present administration, me love. The money gone and the carpet spread on the road because lack of fun. Imagine, always say that they could not catch me. Catch who, me? No, not this woman here. In 24, we should long pass road out. All right, Carol. Today I was reading with somebody. Exactly my road. Because I don't want to be a hypocrite. It should not be in 2024, heading into 25, that people in Jamaica still don't have portable water. Well, and I blame the government for everything, because the terrain where some people gonna build house, it's impossible for water to go up there. So they have to find their means, and if they can find their own means. But I mean, it shouldn't be. But after them promise, they're not getting nothing because they want you to stay there again for the next 5 years. So the same cycle of thing going around. People don't have to say, every time when I vote for road and water, I want not get it. I want to still vote. Want to talk to me now, man? I want to still voting. Road is what? Listen, man. Let me tell you where government should have come out and campaign about. Our hospital, but we buy ambulance. So you go vote because you buy ambulance. Ambulance must be in the hospital. we buy garbage truck. Oh, we buy 100 new buses. Come on, folks. Listen to me. JLP have no moral compass to come and boast about these buses, you know. If you never buy buses put to the fleet, don't boast about it. Because Uno never did like the bus them when they come out. Uno cuss out PJ parties over them buses, you know. And give the bus them name derogatively and say a PJ party, so if you don't forget them. Oh. This one I walk around the premise and walk and give a house and a cut ribbon. And that's how you do houses, brother. And that's how you build houses for the citizen. You're not specialized to build houses like that. You build low income houses that people can afford it. And as I said, in this housing program that the Prime Minister is doing is a waste of money. Because him giving it to old people mostly. And I believe he should give it to the younger people and give them a start. And let them pay a little lower mortgage. And build homes for the old people then when they make nothing with their life when they're young. It may sound hard, but in a business, just live till you're old and you know, make no preparation. The only place you need to go is a place to get care till you're dead. Some people just want, okay. I always say that they could not catch me. Low life, them auntie, you're right. One belly full can fatten hog. Them broke coconut in the labor right them face. That is the reason why they are so barefaced. You're right, Wayne. Sophia, all good night, everyone. Exactly, they call the bus them chichi bus. But now they come brag and boast about bus. Them slow, auntie, very slow. That's right. Him need to build housing scheme. That's why we build. That's when Michael Manley and all of them. When PNP build house, a scheme we build. We don't build one house. But it's a trick in it, you know. It's a trick in it. That's when he give people them have vote for him because them are gonna say, him give them a house. So anything this man do, him have a motive to do it. We gave them a job. So any government in people, we must demand that the road kept. We must demand that we have bed when you're sick and go to the hospital. We should demand these things. The school them are rotten down. And Chichi a drop all upon the teacher them. I saw one thing, let me see if I can pull it up here. Where the teacher then stopped going to school because it a get from bad to worse.
Which aspects of the Prime Minister's applications, you might say, have enough substance to go forward to a full hearing of the court and which don't. What you have to remember is that judicial review is a two-stage process. So this is the first stage that the Prime Minister was at, which is applying for leave or permission to apply for judicial review. The idea is that you don't waste the court's time. So they look at the application you've made and see whether or not it can pass what they call the threshold test, which is is it an arguable case with a realistic prospect of success? Do you have enough here to really go and argue before the court? There were 28 remedies that were being sought, and the court found that some of them did not meet that test. Some of them went forward, not being opposed by the Integrity Commission team, and in some of the others, the Prime Minister's team said, well, they conceded that.
All right. Hello, good night. How are you doing?
I am doing good. I'm doing good.
Talk up loud in your mic, man. You always have problem with your phone. It's low.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right. That's all right now. Yeah. I was calling you back that you could give your explanation on what you think took place today in the court.
Okay. So my explanation on the ruling. Okay. So the Prime Minister is not out of the woods. There are some terms in it that it means, but the Prime Minister is not out of the woods. But he needs to do some additional work and additional things to, get the process through. So I want to specifically address the viewers who are, and make them take notes. A leave means that it doesn't mean the Prime Minister is going on leave. It means that he has the permission now.
Yeah, we address
and the
that.
case is expected to. Yes,
Yeah.
the case is expected to January 7th, 2025, the first hearing. If it's not the 7th, it's between the 1st and the 7th.
So hold on before you go any further. So the first hearing, what will it be like for the first hearing? What you think will actually happen at the first hearing?
Okay, so the first hearing, a hearing is okay, what will happen? Hearings normally take place during, if you have a trial, it's just a test run. So the Prime Minister team will come with his arguments, and the Integrity Commission will come with the arguments, but it's not a ruling is not made yet.
Mm-hmm.
As it states, first hearing does not mean the ruling is made the same day. So you can have 5-day hearings, you can have 6. But let me tell you, Antigen, this case is very complex. It can take up to 5 months, it can take up to a year. We could actually see delays because there are a lot of hearings going on in the court.
Yeah.
So that is what we are to expect in the next year, if God's willing.
Mm.
And also, the Prime Minister is, what I said is not out of the woods. It doesn't mean that they can get away. What it means, listeners and the gen, is that the court is actually saying that it cannot, because a state versus a state, it actually government versus government,
Yes.
But the parliament, the court says that we cannot change the law, but a case law, but they can look on other cases. But they're saying that a case law won't help enough. It's actually going to have to do some changes to Parliament. So they're not. What they're recommending is that the Parliament make some changes, because the judge, according to the 53 pages, they can't just rule. They can't just give the Prime Minister as he wish.
Yeah, I read that.
They can't give him as his wish.
No.
They have to make it fair and equal.
Yeah, I read that section. I can't go through all of what you sent me, but I read that.
Yeah. So what I want you all guys to know is that we are going to see some actions taking place. We're not going to like what we see, but at this point, I don't know the Prime Minister's plan. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
You know that the Prime Minister is a person who will do things and rush it in. And please remember that the Prime Minister can repeal the law. But if he repeal it, it doesn't have to, the opposition don't have to support it. In the Constitution of Jamaica, a repeal, if you want to remember, they didn't have the opposition to support them when they repeal the Road and Maintenance Act. So they can simply use simple majority in the Senate and in the House to repeal it. It's not an amended law.
I just said that, Tanyan.
Part of the Constitution.
One moment. I don't want you to miss what you're saying, but because you're on this topic, I just want to interject a little thing. Just remember what you were saying. As you talk about they can go in and amend and everything. So is that the case you think Marlene Malawi Ford is saying when she said that they are going to move ahead with or without the opposition in putting the
Yes.
So that's what that's what they're going to do.
Yes, excuse me, let me make a point here. The Prime Minister said, remember the same, I don't know if you can find the video, but the Prime Minister said that he is recommending that the Parliament change laws in the Integrity Commission. So he mean that he could mean that it's going to be a repeal. But hear what? If he repeals the act, everything is going to be nullified. That means that his case is gone completely. It is not. It's like it never existed.
No, but hold on there. I understand repeal it. But this case would be before the repeal. So how do that affect the pass?
No. Excuse me. The Prime Minister can go to Parliament. That's not her work. Let me teach you something. The Prime Minister can go to Parliament and repeal the act. No. Everything will be null and void. The chairman has to resign. Everybody has to go. That's how the law works.
But that wouldn't that be it, I don't understand that though.
Yes, but the same course says that we can't change the law. We are recommending that the Parliament make changes to it. So instead of repealing it, he could actually say, I'm going to make it more compromise. I'm going to make it more fitting to me. But what I say is that, like those acts, they don't need the opposition to support them on it. Because it's not a constitutional matter. It's a law.
That's why you miss the point that me just ask you. I ask if it's the same terms when the Prime Minister says with what Marlene Malawuford came out the other day in the statement that is though that they are alright. Let me just use it like this. We're going full speed ahead with the constitution reform to put Jamaica as a republic with or without the opposition.
Yes, they said that. But let me explain that point to you again. Let me sway a little bit. Do you know that there has to be a referendum in Canada?
I know there have to be a referendum. Then how far it going to reach without the opposition?
No. I say, excuse me, look here. The government is just, they just over-exaggerating the issue. What I say to you now is that in Canada, they did a referendum and a majority said that they want remain. Me tell us something. Don't be surprised if Jamaican is a referendum on the Prime Minister. Don't be surprised if the Jamaican people say we want the monarch. They have to do it. Then when that's done, the Parliament will vote on it. So they cannot escape. But hear what it says. Marlene Malahou is saying that the opposition is needed, but we know that them are going to find one way to go around it, but it's hard. Because even if the people them in a referendum say, yes, we do want the king to remove, the opposition can reveal it. The opposition can, in I Senate, delay the bill. But here, what they can do it now, no? If the law says if the bill is delayed, it's gonna make 3 to 1 month. And that's way over September. Because it has to be 6 months elapsed in time. So it's not possible for next year and it's not possible for this year.
No. So it just come out at church. So why should come out and attack like it gonna be tomorrow?
Yes?
Just in words speaking. Auntie Jen, I am going to run. Thanks for having me share. I will join again. Definitely. Thank you, Pastor Ricky, for your time. Next time I'm going to make sure. And if you see I'm forgetting, just send me a message and I will definitely that we have it differently next time. All right, thank you.
Yes, Auntie Jen.
Yeah.
So the ruling today is just it is giving the judicial review. And there are some factors to take in it that the Prime Minister has not won. So don't want anybody to the Prime Minister has not won.
But just the Nationwide put out a headline here. And Nationwide is saying
yes, and two, I want to make the public clear and note that on the subject of the Prime Minister, the Dalrimple case, it postponed because of many checks that the orchestrated, because it's orchestrated from reports that they set up to make, and they know who.
We know
let
that.
me remind the people to as well. There are 2 reports outstanding And all of a sudden, nationwide news is quiet. Like a lamb.
Yeah, so why you think
It's
why nationwide not getting a leak this time?
okay. You know what I think they quiet? Let me tell you something now. You do know that a member of parliament has his program on the show every Sunday night, every Sunday evening.
Yeah?
It is called Mayor's Parlor.
I never know. I don't really pay him station much mind, you know. So I wouldn't know that.
Hello, yes, I listed hello. Son, the Honorable Minister Desmond McKenzie is a stakeholder in nationwide.
Oh, so in
And
the me see him on YouTube, TikTok, forward music.
yes, he is a DJ on the program.
Yeah, I
He
saw him.
owns
You
a
know, you just
program.
realize what you said now for the real.
He owns a program named Mayor's Parlor. Last week they celebrated his birthday. So he owns the program. So
Oh.
that's the only person that I can clarify that has sources to nationwide news.
Oh.
And I want them to hear me tonight, you know, and make them sue and say a lie. He is a stakeholder of the company
Mm.
and he owns shares in the company.
Okay.
And I'm not accusing, that's a fact. And he's not the only MP in it. Even the Minister of Finance is a shareholder in the company.
Okay. Oh.
Hello?
So when Dayton come out and said I'm an incubator, he was right.
Yes. It's a long time. A long time. Nationwide and jail that should become really to know certain things. But I know, you know. Let me tell you something. Panton gave them a shock in Parliament.
Oh Lord, yeah.
From Justice Seymour Panton said what he said. They took a step back. Because I probably had this man McKinsey tell Julie, hello, me not accusing, but it wasn't all the in Parliament. There. It's friend and friend business. You
That's
understand
true.
me?
You're perfectly right with that.
And excuse me, on the Andre Steele's program, I am not biased. I'm a supporter of the People's National Party. And I think PMP must have more responsible ethnicity in certain matters. They shouldn't have endorsed the fact that Dalrimple shouldn't even attend the parliament.
No, but this you have
In my
to,
view.
remember them have to start like the parliament operate a certain way. And I think the same time when they put Juliet Holness as the speaker and Paulwell and everybody because Paulwell come out and they explain that there is a standard that carries the parliament. And even if the PMP to object it, they have the majority already and the woman was already voted in. So the PMP can't object somebody who already been voted in by the...
No. Let me explain to what I'm saying. I'm saying that they shouldn't have go over in and hug up the lady and show him like he's so nice. They should have sit in the opposition benches under the people. They are the people's opposition. They shouldn't have gone endorsed. Standard or not, it's time for the American people to stand up.
Yeah, but I don't really believe we understand the principle of the parliament. That's one of the things we have to understand, how the parliament operate. That's what they do. If it was the PMP, the JLP, they do the same thing. I don't know what it is, but I understand what you're trying to say, and somebody approached me with that same conversation. But I don't think the parliament operate that type of way as how we want
It is
it.
a practice and it's a norm.
It's a practice and a norm, as I said, yes.
And hello, The standing orders, I'm going to send you a document. Look at the standing orders and see what it says in it. Look at it. But it's not a tradition.
Yes.
It's a tradition.
Send me the
But
standing
if I
order.
were
Me need
leader
to see the
opposition,
standing order.
I would behave as if, I would know what to do.
Yeah.
I am not in violence, but I think that Jamaica need to stand up. And I think that one of these days, 5 days, one of them to take up the mace and walk up to Parliament with it. Walk out and see what the speaker will do. Let us see if the police will be there. I wish for the day that happened in the country. When a Parliament, it happened in Britain, and the opposition MP take the mace. Hello, did you know that if the mace is not in Parliament, no session can go on?
Really?
Yes. Hello, if the mace is, the mace is a symbol of the monarch. The mace is what keeps the Parliament. They don't see, you never see what happened in the Bahamas. The man thought his speaker could not talk.
Yeah.
He must recess the house.
I saw that since week, yeah. Show the mace outside, 3 windows.
If the mace is not in the Parliament, nothing can proceed.
Oh my
That's the rule. That's the standing orders.
Mm.
But you can get penalized for it. So, well, let me tell you something. Our national heroes do a lot of things. And they never think about whether if they were penalized. I think that Jamaicans need to take a stand.
Yeah.
They never think about, the amount of national heroes go to prison. The things. If they said, if they stood, say all KNVs, you would all probably take care of baby now. You know what? Would they have?
Yeah.
As a nursing woman. They will all whip you. How we not can peace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad for our national heroes.
Oh my God.
But, yeah. And did you see the Mark Gordon presented? A very beautiful, and that's why I'm saying, no matter what they come against, they cannot beat Mark Gordon at anything. He presented a national disabilities video holiday and his father's legacy.
Yeah, sorry.
Andrew Holness come out and do something like that.
Yeah, I forgot to do that and him not have that for them.
So you see how and what I hear people say is, I saw they used to do Siaga back in the day. Nothing like that.
So overall, with all we say happening in the Jamaica society, what you think? What kind of picture it paints on Jamaica at this time?
What kind of future I see?
No, what kind of picture the whole scenario of this whole thing with the Prime Minister and the court case and them something? Yeah? What in the global community? How you see they see us now?
Well, let me tell you how I feel it. It's a disgrace to our country. It's a disgrace to Jamaican name. It's a disgrace at this pleasure at the highest level. Sorry. So background in the nights. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, and I've never seen this a Caribbean leader yet.
No,
this is not Cuba. For crying sake. The Prime Minister of Jamaica is in a legal battle and still yet determined. Who does this look like? Who does this look like are you? Which other leader you see this look like?
I must say Putin.
What will do these things?
I must say
Donald Trump.
Oh, you said Donald Trump, but Donald Trump not in a predicament with Andrew in a man. Donald Trump's situation a different. Now people accuse him and I say all kinds. Somebody said never made them talk about Donald Trump. I tell you the God Almighty truth. All somebody man then we bring up something from how much years ago. Me honestly to God the judge for throw them out because why you ain't come all the while come talk about it?
May I say, I don't think it's true. Hello, I'm not a fan But let me tell you, I'm a democratic socialist, but I stand with some of the Republican norms. I don't believe in transgender and those. No. Not at all.
Yes,
And I
sir.
think God has his plan.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we should be all worried.
All
Because,
right.
oh Lord Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just wait and see what will happen.
Yes, we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Trump at all. What I'm worried about is the future of this little island.
That's what we feel worry about. Everywhere should be seen the corruption.
And let me tell you something, it's God and time, as Isaac said. There's nothing too big for God that can't take down. And I was talking to a man today, and he said, you see, PMP people, you can't bring down for me Prime Minister. Not at all. They said, man can't bring him down, you know. But when God bring you down, and at the time you go see. He said the PMP come up with all kind of, he said the PMP plan with the Integrity Commission, and he said for me Prime Minister win, they can't bring him down. He said, He said, look here. You have a God that is high and look low.
Yeah.
And you better you make man bring you down than God bring you down. And when God bring you down, it's so shameful.
Alright, so Nationwide put out, this is what Nationwide put out. Only score major victory in first step of legal battle against Integrity Commission. How do you view that headline?
I saw that. As I said, it's no victory. What kind of victory?
No, they say score major victory. I think the victory is the fact that the court is going to allow it to go to review.
Oh, that's what they're saying. That's not a victory. What victory is that? That is a freedom of speech. That is a right of a citizen. That is not victory. Let me tell you something.
They are saying that the section why the court granted is that the Integrity Commission decision to refer is 21. Statutory declaration to the Financial Investigation Division was illegal. So the court looked at that. It was a key point on which the court granted onus leave to challenge the commission explosive report into its financial affair. The high-stake legal showdown pit the Prime Minister against the country's preeminent anti-corruption body with less than a year before he due to face the electorate in the general election. So the grounds in which he get it is because the court said, well, the Integrity Commission to refer its statutory declaration was illegal. So make we see how that go.
What was illegal?
That's what Nationwide put out. Nationwide said the Supreme Court has agreed with the Prime Minister Andrew Holness that an argument can be made that the Integrity Commission decision to refer its statutory declaration to the Financial Investigation Division was illegal.
No, it's not illegal. Look at the act. Look at the act. It's not illegal.
So he said it was a key point. It was a key point on which the court granted Holness leave to challenge the commission explosive report.
So I want the Integrity Commission to appeal this. How can the FID be illegal? The act says you can go to anybody.
I think one of the problem here. I was listening. Remember, we have followed the case that they should have sent it to the FID before they send it to the Parliament.
Before.
But I think the Integrity Commission, they just want everybody here are going because how long this man a run them run and they want answer them.
Hello, the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission.
Thank you, Wesley.
You see that judge? Oh, I don't want to start talking here. The Integrity Commission must appeal it. They must go and appeal it. And if even if we go to the Privy Council, we know say now win. the judge
So what you're saying in this, like how the court grant it, they can appeal it. They can appeal it.
Of course, the commission can appeal it.
No, they have to
Mr.
make
Rocky
it.
Garner, we talk about this many times. No one can stop the Integrity Commission. They're their own entity. They can sign a memorandum of understanding with
So the
anybody.
part, the part when got court with if it strike out the part where mark for illicit enrichment, the court not answer that then.
They strike. What they say you strike? They strike out the FID.
Yeah, that's why I say that the grounds him get it pan. So it look like basically that them are gonna go a court go argue about. Cause them not grant him everything.
So
They not really grant him everything when put there now.
no, but look here. So if you not go through the FID, and then how you going to do that? Look here, this is just confusing.
I mean, I know if nationwide I put out the wrong information.
I probably not put out the wrong releasing enough files. So they are probably putting out wrong thing. But any language when we find out and we miss it. We make for this now. We have to do this prime minister as quick as fast as possible. God making call a general election.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know soon.
somebody else want call, so I'm gonna give them a call. So
Somebody else, you know,
yeah,
give
thanks
them
for
a
your
chance.
input as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before me take in the next call, me just make on hear what Diane Jackson Miller is on TVJ, and this is what she's actually saying in regards to all right, Jason.
Conceded that they didn't need to act. They conceded that they did. What has happened here, Giovanni, is that the court has decided which aspects of the Prime Minister's applications, you might say, have enough substance to go forward to a full hearing of the court and which don't. What you have to remember is that judicial review is a two-stage process. So this is the first stage that the Prime Minister was at, which is applying for leave or permission to apply for judicial review. The idea is that you don't waste the court's time. So they look at the application you've made and see whether or not it can pass what they call the threshold test, which is is it an arguable case with a realistic prospect of success? Do you have enough here to really go and argue before the court? There were 28 remedies that were being sought, and the court found that some of them did not meet that test. Some of them went forward, not being opposed by the Integrity Commission team, and in some of the others, the Prime Minister's team said, well, they conceded that they didn't need to ask for permission, but they said they are going to go forward with those applications nonetheless, such as the application to have the Integrity Commission Act struck down, as well as to ask for the illicit enrichment clause in the Corruption Prevention Act struck down. They say they are moving forward with those as well.
So that's today's development. What happens now?
January 7 has been set as a date for the first hearing. Now, that's basically a housekeeping date, and we expect to hear a date for the actual judicial review hearing set. Now, this is a matter. I spoke to lawyers from both sides today. Both of them are saying that they do expect that because this matter is of such significant public interest, that we're likely to have a date set. That's pretty early, maybe in a matter of months. I would just say very quickly as well, it's important to remember what judicial review is and what it is not. It's not an appeal. What it is that the court is going to look at the decisions that have been made by the Integrity Commission and see whether or not the process by which the Integrity Commission came to those decisions and actions, whether it was legal and whether it was fair.
Okay, well, certainly this is a matter that...
So hope the labor right there hear this. Say, and a win the man win the case. I want to stop walk around and I talk about Andrew Wynn case. You know, this remind me of one time me have everybody thumbs up in life for me. I remember one time I had a disagreement with, I think I told you about the story already. I was at my place of work and this neighbor came, no, somebody had an argument with one of our workers and tell them, because they used to have a restaurant, so they put the meat skin out and it stink up the place. Because, you know, the garbage truck now come every day. So, she run come argue with me. Woman grab me up to, you know, because me tell her come out of the shop and something. And me not tell a lie. Anyway, not even me call the police. Somebody hear the commotion and call the police. And the police said if me want, they write the statement and go. One day they called me and I go to the police station. They asked me if I want to go forward with the case to the court. And I said to the police, I want to just leave it and make peace. And I tell the police, say, you know what, may I just leave it and make peace because in God do I put my trust. No, I'm if I make the decision if I want to go to court because I am the complainant. You know what, the person who walk and tell people she win the case. We're not going to court, you know. I was the one who compromised it. And then she start walk and say she win the case. It's like the labor right then. When in a Ghana court yet for make the judicial review. Right? But they say them prime minister win. Tell me if they have sense. Tell me if them are people are sensible. If you listen to what Dean Jackson Miller is just saying, you'll understand. And all of when going to the court with will move forward. And everything in get. So the main reason why I'm get. And let me play back this again and we'll listen carefully again to what she's saying. So if we get any sense from it and have a better knowledge and understanding of it.
Okay.
Prime Minister's applications, you might say, have enough substance to go forward to a full hearing of the court and which don't. What you have to remember is that judicial review is a two-stage process. So this is the first stage that the Prime Minister was at, which is applying for leave or permission to apply for judicial review. The idea is that you don't waste the court's time. So they look at the application you've made and see whether or not it can pass what they call the threshold test, which is is it an arguable case with a realistic prospect of success? Do you have enough here to really go and argue before the court? There were 28 remedies that were being sought, and the court found that some of them did not meet that test. Some of them went forward, not being opposed by the Integrity Commission team. And in some of the others, the Prime Minister's team said, well, they conceded that they didn't need to ask for permission, but they said they are going to go forward with those applications nonetheless, such as the application to have the Integrity Commission Act struck down, as well as to ask for the illicit enrichment clause in the Corruption Prevention Act struck down. They say they are moving forward with those as well.
So that's today's development. What happens now?
January 7 has been set as a date for the first hearing. Now, that's basically a housekeeping date, and we expect to hear a date for the actual judicial review hearing set. Now, this is a matter. I spoke to lawyers from both sides today. Both of them are saying that they do expect that because this matter is of such significant public interest, that we're likely to have a date set. That's pretty early, maybe in a matter of months. I would just say very quickly as well, it's important to remember what judicial review is and what it is not. It's not an appeal. What it is that the court is going to look at the decisions that have been made by the Integrity Commission and see whether or not the process by which the Integrity Commission came to those decisions and actions, whether it was legal and whether it was fair.
Okay.
All right. I think listening to this Auntie Jen head tough like Buster Jawbone. You remember that sweetie back in the those days. How you talk to man? Right when we grew up at Clarendon, the man, one man, never forget him, his name, Mass Joe. He used to make them, we call them staggerback. And then boil up, he set in that pot, and boil up with the sugar and the coconut trash. And he put browning in it, or the brown, the sugar, something like that. Until it start to get clammy. Then him throw it power or something. And make them cool. And then he cut them. And then they wrap them up in a some little, what do you call it, the color? Not really white, but half white. And put ginger in the too. For him, they used to sell so far. He couldn't make them fast enough. So, what an interesting moment we have in Jamaica. What is this our eyes and our ears come face to face with? Never in the history of Jamaica a prime minister fear defend himself in a courthouse because he cannot be certified. Anybody else want to say something? Oh, let me see who we're calling. Me just made me forget to let me look back on the phone lines. All right. The funniest thing about it, trainer people, it don't even matter whatever the court are gonna come out and say on behalf of Andrew Oles. You see the public already form an opinion against him. And you see when people, the court of law, the public court of law, find you guilty, you're never gonna be free. You see when the people's court find you, it buying time aromatic. Thank you. You see when the people's court find you guilty, hell, already you're not guilty, you're guilty, yeah, man. I've been in a them situation, so I know. Anybody else have anything to say tonight? Come on, man, and I use up the time. Thumbs up the live when I gone. Oh my God. I'm tired for ask for thumbs up live. In my childhood days, it was Mr. Campbell making that and drops. We wouldn't went to his gate to tell him morning just to get well, the next person that day, one lady when named Miss Cookie. She used to make the drop all the greater cake there. She used to make the red and white greater cake, and she used to make the ginger greater cake, the dark one, and she used to make the drops. Me I tell you, man, a crowd, man, for them drops and greater cake. Right, Ivan, not a soul I go trust him. So the bottom line, everybody I jump up and I run around people, is that not one soul going to trust the Prime Minister away from Feme Labour right there. Right now, me know a couple Labour right up in the shame. Me see them put out on their website today about can't stop a good man, can't hold a good man down. The JLP put it up on them. I say I can't play it on the program. But them put it out, can't stop a good man. So them I try to say they want to say the PMP want to stop Andrew. Hello, good night.
Good night, Auntie Jen.
How you doing? Can you speak up a little more? Speak up in a...
Yes, may I hear? Yeah, me not hear well enough. Me not hear you low.
Me hear you loud and clear.
You hear me loud now?
Yeah.
Yes, I headset me have on. Yes. What a day, man.
What a day. What a day.
Every day is a different drama in Jamaica.
Oh my God, what a day. What a day. What is this become of a beautiful island?
Yes. Me see when you break the news to them, and when you break the news, I was kind of disappointed. But
Yeah.
you remember you did say it last night to me,
Don't me say it last
Say
night. Yeah.
yes, you said say them a go on for your theme side. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
And you was right, man.
Yeah. But him not get everything when he want to be reviewed. So that's also a
That me
challenge.
realize.
That's also a challenge
Yes.
for him too.
But what a disgrace, eh?
I
Yeah,
dis-
at first this ever happened.
I disagree.
You know, yes, man. You see him one say the opposition not to trouble the IC
Exactly.
or the government, and no. So it's like you put your foot in your mouth. You understand? Cock mouth kill cock. You understand? It's too much coming down on this government, man. But one of them need to step forward now and take over the leadership and then make it running down. But I hear you say today, some him need him got step aside and make somebody else run the government.
I think him have a step. I think now that them say that it in the court,
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody in the party. You know,
No, they have to step up, That's right,
Well, whether they can step up or step down.
Either them hold something at their head that they cannot step up or cannot say anything. For I remember the one from the like a ballet one that we call himself Charles. Remember him when I defend the Prime Minister, I remember a social media come even style him as a lady,
Yeah.
And from that you don't hear him again. Him silent, like he can't answer the vlogger. You understand me?
Yes.
So none of them know. The one from Portland, him can't step up for him. No say nobody know in him. Yes, none of them. I don't see which one of them fit. The little one from the one we favor the Ninja Turtle. From Montego Bay, you know, the one where you like.
And I want there a Ninja Turtle name. I want this. Oh, the bad sir.
The one where you like, him definitely could have been, but him can't play clean neither. I'm the only one when me see.
No, you know, sir, him did really like out of the whole of them Ninja Turtle.
Yes, me you talk it all the while.
Yeah,
and he have a quiet and a calm spirit.
Yeah, but
You
somebody tell me say he must snake under grass.
Dangerous. Yeah, man, dangerous, man. Yes, but him are the only one where you see calm, and anybody don't fooled by the calmness and thing like that. But there's nobody else. I don't see nobody else for even the Minister of Health. He not too much bang around. You understand?
You may as well me have a pick, man. Get Anne-Marie Valls.
Who?
Anne-Marie Valls.
The one from Portland, you mean that lady?
Yes.
Carpet road.
Yeah, man.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You mean by listen me. For once you become a member, for once you become a member of Parliament, you should be qualified enough to reach the office of the Prime Minister, because it's from the Parliament we chooses our Prime Ministers. All right.
I know the people them in a junk in a school for all the like a 4-year-old them in a smoke ganja now. For she says no problem for them to go school and come back and start need them admit. So they say that be a big problem.
So we all right then. Get to Rhoda.
The one from Mandeville. I would give the one from Mandeville.
You don't give one
from? Of course. I would rather give she. I don't see her. I only thing where she is the little thing with the man from up. So the one we always a ball out about bomb shit. You understand me? And him know why him have ball out, but it's not no bomb shit. It's the The thing we point to him face or whatsoever and them thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Me know
But
what
road I don't be the farm. Me know road I know in no much mix up. Only that alone she in. But the other rest of them unfair and them criminalish and them can't talk for themselves. None of them don't have a balls. They don't have balls.
So you said, so you want to
You
tell, so
understand?
you said Darrell Vaz not qualify, his wife not qualify.
No.
So what about
I know
so hold on,
qualify,
so hold on,
no.
man. So what about Michelle Charles?
No. You can't give she nothing. You remember when she disrespect the lady out of St. Thomas with the thing under her?
Yeah.
That's a totally disrespect. You can't
So
put
when you
she
take
there.
me, I
She
call
not
you
even...
all of them name and you have to tell me the reason why. So what about James Robertson?
Oh Lord. It better you get Mr. Valls. Roberts not have nowhere near parliament. He not even should have come nowhere near people to fame thing. You understand?
So what you think about?
So you know what?
So what you think about Bobby Montague?
No, you can't give Mr. Montague it. No. You can't give
What kind of party having so much
one
people?
time. You remember the car scandal and them thing.
Yeah.
You say the one who don't fit to get it and me respect that man there to stand up is Mr. Scar Samuda. Remember him stand up in front of Mr. Holness and tell Mr. Holness what he might do with that thing. He should never do that, you know. You remember he did come out and say something like that?
I not quite remember the saying.
Yes, man, he come out and say, I try if I remember when him say, boy, Mr. Holness not for contest something or another. I'm trying to remember, but people on the life can tell you. And Mr. Carlson Muda is the only one come out and I that's why
So what you think
Mr. Holness
so
even
about
get rid of him.
Delright? So Delright.
No.
Me not understand this, brother. Oh, you have 40 odd people in a...
No.
Alright, get judge right then.
cannot-
Get judge right then.
You can't give me some right, man. Remember him at one. Yeah.
what is it now, sir?
You're crazy.
All of them thief under watchful eye. All of Jamaica here abroad.
Yeah, you cannot. None of them no.
Greeting, Godson.
She cannot. You cannot give Dalrimple.
So what about Jolette Cuthbert Flint?
Well, no. You better you give Mr. Holness wife it. Holness the wife, me like her, but two things what she say when me not really go for her. The thing where she talk about anywhere they dump the a PMP live there.
Yeah.
She mess up her career right there. So.
No,
and the next thing again, she in at the court with again. You understand me?
Yeah.
And she should come out and tell her husband, say, boy, you need to step aside for. I think she's a nice lady, a good lady, but the husband corrupt her. You understand me? It's because her husband, so she go run behind her husband for her husband she go say at the man then at the house. But I think she's a good lady, you know. She used to be a good lady. For you remember she come out and talk, say they never have no money when they get married.
Mm-hmm.
Remember she come and talk the truth, you know, say she never have no money. It's fish fry. They wanna consider for deal with it. You remember when she just come out and talk about it? Yes, it's there.
Yeah.
You understand me? So she never come out and tell a lie. But the husband come and say him come in a politics with $47 million. That's a lie. And him knows it's a lie. But the wife thought the truth. So the wife couldn't be, you know, but she's like a bully, like she's a man, she had gone like a man. You say if she behave like a lady, it'd be good and she could take over and even until her husband come back then. But you can't trust her neither. For she in a parliament I tell the man them for not who not fi talk or you understand me?
Yeah.
If she did fear then. If she did fear with the opposition, she couldn't be. For me not see nobody else there.
No, man, you can't say that, man. So what happened to Babsy Gray?
Who else?
Babsy.
No, 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 no. No, no. She don't get it long time. Not even nobody gonna give shit, Auntie Jen.
Desmond
The
Mackenzie.
whole problem. No. Listen, Miss Grange now. Miss Grange, you have to remember, say she mix up with a lot of stuff, you know. The people with the car and who dead in a car and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and
Remember.
you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you cannot go there.
Well,
You say that next thing
Cut a long
Mhm.
story short. JC Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Put JC Hutchinson.
Right. So now you're gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna tell you when you did buy your one underwear for when you did buy your one plate of food around here. So you can't pass him yard and beg him nothing.
Boy. No, sir.
Will you fit do
No,
that,
I
Auntie
see.
Jen?
So you
Remember
can't.
man take where the land down, the land from and give the lady. You cannot go. No man, but yeah, think about
So we're gonna conclude.
Well, I mean,
We're gonna conclude
but-
by giving Rhoda Crawford then.
I wrote that me don't say enough. And she have the less corrupt. It's just the thing where she and the Mia now in a court where she said something where she shouldn't say.
Well,
Otherwise from that
well, she can't get it then. You have to look. A woman where she name from down Hanover there. Her name never in and no mix up, you know.
and you see the one where them push out from St. Anne's.
Yeah.
The one that them push out and push Mr. Matthews, Matthews Sumuda, you know?
Yeah.
She couldn't be twin of her. I never hear her name in a no mix
Yeah,
up, but me don't know why.
Marsha
Because probably she don't want to take none. Probably she don't want to take the corruption with them.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, that's why them push her out, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand me? For Kim corrupt. Kim can't go nowhere. For she have ball and attack, so she had sell her father deadlift for help herself and them things. She can't it. So the thing about it is just she alone. Me see as couldn't stand up. You understand, Mr. Charles? He can't do it. It like a young youth about
somebody.
career mash up already.
Hold on. Somebody upon the live said Marsha did get mixed up. Marsha mix up too. So that means
The one from St. Anne?
yeah, somebody said she mix up too.
Lord God. Well, me don't know if it do again. You have to go put all of them name. Auntie Jen, listen.
You gone?
Auntie, no, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you have to do? Listen what you have to do. You have to get all of them name one time and try to write them name on a piece of paper. Some paper drop it in a raffle box and raffle and see which one of them name.
You know, so me gonna do that for tomorrow night.
Yes, you need to write them name. And any one of them come up, you can't put the Prime Minister name in the door. You have to take out for him name, but you have to raffle a name. You understand me? And then you ask your audience if that the one. Make them, you understand me?
Yeah.
At least 10 name, 10 go down in our bag. You push down your hand in our bag and come up with 10 name. And out of the 10, the people them we choose. And I feel like, yeah. But there's none where I sit so far. Honestly, there's none. There is none whatsoever.
But the truth,
all of them name.
the truth, no, I know.
And
If a prime
all right,
minister,
listen now. Listen, Auntie Jane. You know what me would like? We need them to table this report as before the holiday, and we need to know the next 7 or 6. That's whatever.
yeah.
Before the election. We need that. And we love that before the election. For we don't want to put in nobody in the House of Parliament again where the character is questionable and if you run with your court from top of court. And there's a lot of money I spend. So them need to, we need to know the whole 7 before the election.
Hold on the caller. Michael Mackay said the biggest joke of the night. JC Hutchinson, the country would fall in a coma.
Yes, man. A problem that.
Listen, Michael, the country would fall in a coma under JC Hutchinson. Me see him in a one picture. I try for rake, and he can't add the guy, you know. The liner is saying Dr. Christopher Tufton. He name call up too much. What the caller is saying, the liner, is that we are trying to find person who their name never calling and a mix up.
Yeah, but none whatsoever. Remember the one from St. Thomas, James Roberts. Him not even care. I doubt if him can go near the airport.
I will never that bother call Orange Shanka. He can't travel neither.
Him can't. Well, it's so. Hey, I'll be a criminal in the party, you know. That's why, man.
So you want when you Eli Clark.
Lord Jesus.
Well, no, nobody, no, I never call him, because I know film, so I start to hear about film mix up, so make him stay.
No.
Oh, somebody on the live is saying, what about Crystal Lee?
Crystal Lee? Where Crystal Lee run?
She Gabriel Marissa go up there, Northwest Sentence.
Sentan?
Yeah.
Oh. We don't know about she, you know, but...
Yeah, you know, in all fairness, I never hear her name. I don't say no, but I never hear her name.
Yeah, we don't know about she, but you need somebody with them name. But the whole of them, when you check it out, but as when we say antigen, just put them name in a raffle bag and raffle it. For them you have to raffle to see if you can find nothing good out of it. Out of the whole bunch. The whole of them spoil.
Yeah.
The whole of the banana them spoil, antigen. Yes, the whole of them spoil. One man spoil the whole bunch. And him, them are trying to protect.
Antigen, somebody say she not so bright.
Oh Lord. Alright, look here now. If I'm me, you know, antigen. Me a step up. You know, so me don't step out. You see like what going in with the Bahamas. Yeah. Me don't step up, man. If me even get people them not like me or them, me I go against the Prime Minister and talk out. You just want somebody come out and talk, you know.
But as the rightfully says,
with that person, you know.
But remember, we just have a discussion and here we can't find a replacement, so it may as well him have to just stay.
But he can't stay. If he stay, the party will crash.
Well,
remember, either Bruce Golding time, you know, Mr. Bruce Golding step aside.
Yeah, step aside.
You understand?
He's a principal, man.
Yes, he step aside. In principle.
Yeah.
Yes, they know that thing for do. And you see when him step aside and give this money, he come back and win it. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you step aside, the party can rebuild, you know. You can rebuild the party, you know, before the general election, you know, but you need somebody with guts and balls. You want a man for the Labour Party to step up and decide them.
But Andrew, have a plan for winning, you know. Andrew, I'm going to buy vote and teeth it back to them.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen right here, antigen. But the thing I would say, just do a raffle tomorrow. For me, I'm going to be here to watch it and hear what's come up. In case I can give you a call or you can call me.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. All right, antigen?
Yeah, man.
But cool. I don't see nobody. Everybody, it's just like when you have something, a rusty tomato, and it spoil the next one, them are apple.
Yes.
That's going to JLP.
Oh,
everything got tumble down. Yes. I better them make Mr. Mark Holding take over the Prime Minister position right now and come in and fix the country. Yeah. And then the next 3 years. Just call a sloppy election, man. Just call a quick election. And just for your shame to step aside. So it's called a quick election by January, February, and just step one side.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to get worse and worse. International disgrace, this.
International disgrace, trust me.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
International
So, Auntie
disgrace.
Jenny, may I go jump back in your class? Yeah.
Well, I done the program done for tonight, and nobody else now go call you. Auntie Jen,
yes, man, the time is so cool, Auntie Jen.
Yeah, everybody a ball about it cool.
I wish if I did in Jamaica right now. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Time is so cool.
We get you,
You understand me?
I know what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Auntie Jenny.
Yeah.
I love up your program, man. I love how your program run to you enough. But the thing about it, you get time to talk and you can express yourself or you feel and things like that.
Yeah, man.
You understand me? And you give people time.
Yeah, I do that.
A lot of people want to talk out here, but they cannot. They don't have no voice, and you are them voice. You understand me?
Thanks, man.
So, I love your program, man.
Thank you.
Always are listening, whether or not I'm here listening to your program.
Thank you,
yeah,
baby.
Auntie Jen.
Thank you,
so
sweetheart.
bless up yourself.
Bless yourself.
Yes,
too.
Auntie Jen.
Have a good night.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
And everyone on your program, bless them up too.
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Bye. Whoa, I love the program tonight. We have visitors, we got good views, we get better understanding of what is happening. As I said at the beginning, I may have erred in one of my videos, but you just forgive me, right? But that's how it is. We all make mistakes. We all know the IC is PMP-led body. Well, if the IC, I'm not sure say honestly say PMP get charged. So I don't know where you come from my life, when you are DS Isaac I can't chat nonsense. I Daphne Jackson. So I don't know where you come here and talk about. We all know the IC is PMP led body. Andrew farm it. Him farm it. So I don't know where you come here come chat. No bother with it, yeah? All the other rest of people then get charged on the night, say nothing with it, and run all over social media with it, I promote it. But wait, because him get trapped in his own trap now, when I come and chat nonsense. And I think him above God. And I believe him above anybody, yeah? The same knife for stick goat, sheep. So, anyway, my viewers, my friends, my subscribers, love on a lot. Thank you again for keep coming back to the channel. I feel sleep coming down on me. So, you know, when me want to sleep at bed, me I go. So, bless upon a nice, clean self. Until we meet again, I love you and I thank you. Bye for now, everybody. Somebody might look for you with him, Daphne. King Galang boy in busy. Love you, bye, everybody.